So without doubt, the biggest off-field move in the Southern Football Netball League in 2019 has been the signing of former Western Bulldogs champion Lindsay Gilbee as the coach of the Port Melbourne Colts. Lindsay, thanks for joining us on Game Face.
No, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your playing career for a second. 12 years at the Bulldogs, 200 games. It's a hell of a career.
Looking back, you probably don't reflect on it too much until you're completely out of the system. But again, reminiscing and looking back at how quickly it goes. I remember Scott Wine walking through the door in my first few days, and he goes, "Mate, this will go really, really quick." And at the time, you're young and naive, and I kind of thought, "Oh yeah, okay, big fella. I know who you are. Obviously, I respect what you say," and how right he was. It's 13 years at the Dogs and over a couple hundred games, you make some really good friendships through football, and obviously learn a lot of life experiences and what it takes to be successful and achieve through a lot of hard work, really. But yeah, looking back, it's something I'm really proud of. Yeah,
absolutely, mate. And you then followed that up with a few years as a coach. Spent some time at St Kilda. What did you learn at the Saints from a coaching perspective, and how did you find that experience?
Oh, fair to say, footy's a lot easier when you're playing than it is coaching, put it that way. It's because you can't really control a lot of what's going out on the ground. But the good thing about, I guess, coming from a background of playing then to coaching, you kind of understand what it takes. You don't just get through on talent alone, but just adding your knowledge to what you've learned over that time and what it takes to succeed was something I really, really enjoyed. And you got to understand that these guys work all day and come to training at night as their outlet, where the difference at AFL and Clubland was that's their job full time. So they had a lot of time and a lot of coaches, a lot of resources. Being at local footy now as these guys, like I said, work all day, come at night, enjoy training. That's the first and foremost how I want it, is that they're actually looking forward to coming to training. And they're on their way home from work excited to learn something different.
Obviously, your first year out of the AFL system, how have you found that transition to life after footy?
Really enjoyed it. I had a year in between from playing to coaching, probably about 6 months in the end, which was really enjoyable. I've got kids now. I've got two young boys, Oliver and Darcy, who Darcy's a bit too young to understand, but Oliver's just started school and he's right into his footy now, and I've just really enjoyed the transition. I go to work, I get up a lot earlier than I used to get up, that's for sure, being in the construction industry, which I really enjoy. It's like being at a footy club. You work hard, you have a bit of banter. I even get to have a beer at the end of the day at times, which is thoroughly enjoyable. Yeah, it's something I've never had before. I think I've adapted really, really well. Footy can do strange things to people. Especially being at the elite level for so long, it can almost institutionalise you a little bit. But I've met great people through this footy club, and I'm looking forward to building good relationships with them and hopefully bringing some success to the footy club.
Pretty exciting to see what you guys have built here at Port Colts, and from the outside looking in, it looks like you're well on your way to, certainly maybe a finals campaign and possibly even further. From your perspective, and I don't want to put too much pressure on you early days, but do you think you guys have what it takes to make it really far, and do you think you've got the makings of a premiership side at your disposal?
Again, I'm new to this kind of competition. I know clubs have recruited really, really well. A couple of players in Mike Cook and Dylan Weikart have gone. I think they've gone to Cheltenham, so they'll be challenging. They'll be a really, really good team. I think everyone's recruited. I think the Southern Footy League in general will go up a notch this year from probably where it's been previously, through the recruits and the competition, the quality of people they've got involved and in charge now. I know Lee Hartman really well, the new chief. So I'm looking forward to being a part of it. Do I have a premiership side? I'm unsure. I guess no one really knows. No one would have thought Richmond would have won the flag or the Bulldogs the year before that, would they? So you can only do with what you can do at your disposal. You need a bit of luck, irrespective of when and where you play. But I'm looking forward to the challenge. But in regards to premierships and stuff, that's something that's not on my mind at this stage.
Very well spoken, and a great forward defence there, mate. Blocked that one out beautifully. Well, thanks for joining us, Lindsay. No doubt it'll be a big year for the Colts. Welcome to the Southern Footy and Netball League, and of course to the stable as well. Best luck for the year ahead.
All right, thank you.
Get your Game Face on.